guys, I'm Diana from Starker's Corsetry, and here we are, March 14th. In Toronto, we're practicing a little more social distancing and self-quarantining if you're not feeling that great. And it can get a little stressful. So I wanted to have a project for you guys and for me, and I'd like to do a corset sew-along. I've been teaching Toronto Corset Academy classes for a couple of years now, and I wanted to run this kind of like I do some of my classes, and it'll be using a domestic sewing machine instead of my industrial, because I imagine most of you will probably be using domestic sewing machines. So I'm going to be posting these videos every day if I can on my Patreon page. I think this has all kind of happened so fast. We're all feeling a little disoriented right now. So I wanted to give us a project to work on, and I wanted to make this one free. The other videos on my Patreon page are for my Patreon members, but this one I wanted to make free because I think we all need a fun project right now. So what we'll be making is an underbust corset, kind of like this over here. We'll probably be working with just some couture fabrics instead of doing anything out of the gate like fancy satins or brocades or anything. So for a lot of you out there, this might be the first time that you're kind of stuck at home for a little while or working at home. And I've been working out of my home studio for, oh gosh, most of my career. So I wanted to give you guys some tips about how to make the most of your time. Some of the best things are really just to keep a regular routine. You know how sometimes around the holidays you can be waking up and not really know what day it is, what time it is, and it can get really chaotic really fast. So right now, probably the best thing for all of us to do is just keep a regular schedule. On weekdays, wake up at the same time that you'd normally wake up. Set a daily schedule also. That can be really helpful, especially if you're working at home for the first time for a little while. You can set up your whole day schedule like you maybe would at work, and schedule in regular breaks and lunches and coffee breaks, and you know what to do after work as well, like this project here. It's also going to be important to keep active during this time, and at least for the time being, the social isolation doesn't necessarily mean staying inside of your house. Now, you can do things like go for a walk, go for a run, get out and have some fresh air because it is getting to be springtime. The weather is getting a little bit nicer. Just try to stay away from places where there are a lot of people crowded around. Try to shop a little more locally if you can. Small businesses are really going to start to feel this quite a bit. Places like if you have a local fruit market or a family-run dollar store, those are probably the places to go right now rather than larger stores that might be full of people who are maybe panicking or not feeling very great. If you are working at home for the first time and you're a little bit nervous because everything around your home kind of distracts you and makes you think about chores that you need to do around the house, it's a great idea to keep a small little notebook right beside you to just write down those little tasks that are kind of nagging at you, like, oh gosh, I just remembered I have to do the laundry and I could really just go do that right now. But write it in your notebook, so that's all gonna be there for you during your after work hour. If you can, check in on some of your more vulnerable neighbors, family members, friends. See if they're okay. Text them, FaceTime, Skype. Try to keep in touch with people, and also limit social media right now if you can. People are freaking out right now and panicking, and it's a lot to take in. So try to keep yourself positive, try to keep yourself busy and with projects like this. And of course, wash your hands, don't touch your face. Although I think I may have done that a few times already during this video. Another thing, stay hydrated, my friends. What I'm drinking today is Vanilla Orchid tea from David's Tea. It is one of my favorites. It is an oolong tea with vanilla, and it is, oh my God, it is so good. It is so good. But yeah, always have something to drink with you while you're doing your sewing projects. It may get a little spicier as we continue this lesson, but for now, for today, it's tea. So what are we gonna need for our corset project? I'd like to work with a really nice couture for this project. So there's a couple of different ones that I have here to show you. This really, really nice black rose couture. You can get this at a couple of places that I'm gonna mention in a little while. Also, what I think I'm gonna be making this corset out of is my absolute favorite, the purple spot brocade. And this one here, you can get both of these at Vina Cava in the UK. They ship pretty much everywhere. And in Ontario, there's also a lot of really great resources at Farthingales, but I'm gonna go through a whole list of where to get these materials after. A yard of your canvas or muslin, and this is gonna be for your mock-up, just to make sure that everything's fitting okay, and we can kind of diagnose any fit problems that you might have with this stuff. You're also going to need a corset busk. Now, I picked a really nice black one here. I think it's pretty. I love these black busks. These are from Farthingales. They're really, really good quality. Anything from Farthingales is amazing quality. So if they sell it there, you can trust it. Busk, probably about 12 inches is usually a good length to go with for an underbust corset. You're also going to need bones like this here. So if you can get a 1/2 inch wide flat steel bone, this is gonna go beside your busk. Farthingales has the 5/8. It's a little narrower, but it still works really, really well. We're going to need flat spring steel in 1/4 inch or 6 millimeter. And Farthingales has the extra strong ones. These are amazing. I love these guys. I haven't actually looked at what lengths they have right now. This is a 14 inch. It's probably a little longer than we need. If you can find the 12 inch, these are the ones to go with. You're gonna need 4 of these. These go at your lacing panel at the back. So you're only gonna need 4 of these. Oh, and the 1/2 inch ones, you're only gonna need 2. And then our spiral steel. Now, there's a couple things you can do with this. You can get the yardages or you can get the pre-cut. If you get the pre-cut, it's gonna save you a world of stress, because if your hands aren't terribly strong, bolt cutters, these are your friends. I've had these longer than I've had most things, actually. These are really super old bolt cutters. They're fabulous. If you can find these, I think you can get them on Amazon. They're lovely. I think they used to have a spring in them. They no longer do. But yeah, if you can get pre-cut lengths, some 9s, 10s, 11s, 12s, you may even want to wait until we're finished the mock-up to measure and see what lengths you're going to need to order from Farthingales or wherever you get your corset making supplies. If you do cut the yardages of boning, you're also going to need bone tips. These guys are available anywhere they have yardages of spiral bones. And this cool thing that Farthingales has, it is a bone tipping tool. It looks like it's a 3D printed piece here. It is awesome. It can actually close the bone tips for you. I love these things. They're wonderful. I highly recommend these. They're available exclusively at Farthingales. And of course, chalk pencils, wax chalk, and scissors. Okay, guys, I gotta show you these. These are hecking beautiful. I just bought these. They're LDH scissors, and they're a Toronto company, and they are black and lovely, and listen. Isn't that great? They're so cool, and they're amazing quality. You're also gonna need a corset pattern. Now, you can get those a few places online. If you have one already, awesome. If you don't yet, there's some places where you can just buy them online. Red Threaded has some corset patterns that you can just print. Ariana Black has them. I believe she's got a great bunch of them. And if you go to Etsy, there's lots of small businesses that have really great ready to print, ready to mail corset patterns. So again, support your small businesses. So if you don't have a place that you normally buy your corset making supplies, a few places that I really, really love are in Canada, Ontario especially, Farthingales. That's farthingales.on.ca. They have everything you're gonna need for all of these supplies. They've got beautiful, beautiful couture fabrics. They have bones by the yard, by the length. They have that awesome bone tipping tool with the 3D printed bone tipping guy here. They have busks that are all excellent quality German steel busks. You will also need 7 to 10 yards of bone case tape, either in black or white, and 7 to 10 yards of double face satin ribbon. Oh, and I just got a message from Linda from Farthingales, and she will absolutely be shipping everything this week. And you know what? She ships on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I believe. So if you order right before Tuesday or Thursday, she'll be able to get your order out. And she's in Stratford, Ontario. I'm in Toronto, and it usually gets here the next day, which is really, really awesome. If you're not in Ontario or Canada, where to get your corset making supplies, Sew Curvy, that's SEWCURVY. I'll have a list down below for you to look at all of the different places to get these for, but yeah, these are some of my favorites. And oh, in the UK, Venacava, VENACAVA. They have that beautiful, actually they have both of these coutilles. They've got this black rose, they have it in, oh my gosh, they have it with a white rose, they have it with a red rose. I think they might have a purple and a teal rose. Oh my gosh, they're so pretty. They also have well, I tend to go with the black-based ones, but I'm sure there's people out there who want to make white corsets. I'm just not that guy. Also, they have the spot brocade, which I cannot tell you what amazing quality this stuff is. It is absolutely gorgeous. They have it in a red dot, a white dot. They have it in a pigeon gray, which is something I'd also love to try. So let's gather our supplies, and I will be posting a video of how to get started. So again, down below is where to get the corset supplies and a list of what you're gonna need. So I'll see you next time. I can't wait to get started. Seriously, like, find your favorite song and wash your hands to the first 20 to 30 seconds of it. And tell me below what song you've been washing your hands to. Mine is the Black Parade from MCR. It's just how it's going this week.